Liz?
Is everybody there?
We're there.
Um,
I am just now starting my stream. Doc went to go get some food.
okay.
Welcome, everybody, back to more Evil Within 2. Where today, I will try to conquer the inside of City Hall as I conquered the outside last time.
Not gonna lie, I forgot that you said that you wanted to stream, so I just had Avatar from that.
Well, thankfully, because I woke up extra early, partially because I went to bed extra early, but also because I woke up from sneezing twice. Thanks, illness. That was really nice, by the way. I am able... Oh, that's right. There's no map in here. I am able to actually stream super early, so we'll have some time to watch Avatar before Alan goes to bed.
Really? Nice.
It's going to be a standard 2-hour stream.
Really?
Yep.
Let's change.
Oh, hello, Pebbles. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to clock your head there. Are you coming to see me, Pebbles? Jonah Constant, huh? Oh.
That's his MO. He's somewhere in here.
What is it with this guy and killing people and freezing their violent murders in slow motion? Excuse me. Holy shit, what was that? I apologize. I don't know where that came from. Damn it, I wanted to break that glass. Can I break this glass? No. Damn you, game. I want to create mayhem. So what? Did he throw the guy from up above and shoot him in the back? Is that what happened? Or did he somehow invert gravity and then just throw the motherfucker over and shoot him anyway? I don't know. Stefano Valentini is a fucking weirdo. Oh. Pretty sure that's the door I left out of. Oh, no. No, it's not. Definitely not. Hi. Can I help you, Pebbles? He goes, yeah. You're here. It's hot. It's early in the morning. I'm up. I'm laying beside you and I want my pets. Come on, Dad. Come on, stop playing your game. I know people are watching you, but I don't care. Ladies and gentlemen, the internal monologue of any cat begging for attention. Hello, Nails. You're critical. I need you in order to be able to make explosive bolts. Because apparently Sebastian Castellanos is a fucking sadist in this game. This guy is really fucked up. Like, he created a giant camera lens with an eye in it that has weird optic nerve tentacles. He's covered the place in nightmarish monsters and mutations.
What's this about?
Violence, knowing Stefano.
What's this? This camera's so old. Must mean something.
I'd love to sell that necklace, but I guarantee you the game will not let me. I need flowers for that vase. Yeah, I need a rose for the vase. Everything you need in here, or everything you need for this puzzle is in this room. Do not leave this room feeling like you need to, you know, find the puzzle pieces, because they're all in here. Appreciate the art. Dude, unfortunately for you, I don't view murder as an art form. And, well, that's a lie. Yes, I do. But I don't view it as one that you should practice regularly. It's an art form that only the deadliest of masters are capable of truly turning into something that either horrifies or puts people in awe. Oh, look at that! The room that I was in. It's gone now. According to the KCPD, the body of a woman was found in Crimson City Park this morning. The victim has been identified as Emily Lewis, an aspiring model and actress. Her head has yet to be recovered, but examination of personal effects found at the scene led to the identification. This is the latest in a string of unsolved homicides of a similar nature. Lieutenant James Van Kirk of the KCPD Homicide Division held a press conference where he confirmed our worst suspicions, that Crimson City may be the hunting ground for a serial killer. Emily's longtime friend and photographer Stefano Valentini appeared heartbroken at the news. "It's a terrible thing that happened to my lovely model. At least I was able to capture her essence forever before it was destroyed." Yeah, destroyed by you, you fucking psycho. You killed her.
Still a cold case.
It won't be a cold case anymore after we're done here. Oh, what the fuck?
What's up with this stuff?
Oh, God. That's an image so fucked up I don't even think a goth could love it. Actually, I could be wrong. I would rather not find out. Yeah, that's disturbing. I really don't like hearing shit moving behind me. This guy's gonna learn to appreciate my foot up his ass here the way he's going. If there's one thing I dislike, it's twisted, cowardly, sadistic serial killers. Interesting.
playing with me.
Yes, he is. There's easier ways to kill yourself than beating your head against a door until your, you know, skull explodes.
This one is perfect. Naturally so. It is my work, after all. Death preserved on silver nitrate. Like a fly in amber. Beautiful.
What the fuck?
Another one. But what's he after?
He's a psycho. That's what he's after. Haven't you figured it out yet, Sebastian? He wants to make more fucked up art. He's a sadistic little artiste. Stefano, I don't think the guy armed with a whole bunch of firearms and a psychotic will to save his daughter is the person you really want to be fucking with like this. You really, really don't know what you're fucking with. I fucking shot him. And he slammed the door on my face. Didn't like me putting a bullet in you for fucking with me, did you? Don't worry, asshole. I won't miss next time. And suddenly we've been teleported into Silent Hill. Ooh. Alright. Now, Liz, you might remember that I told you that the creature with a lamp for a head doesn't exist in this game.
These things.
I wasn't lying, but there is now a creature that basically has a fucking camera attached to its head. in this game. Because Stefano is a goddamn weirdo.
Sounds about right.
Oh yeah. This guy's idea of art is very disturbing. Handwritten note, too beautiful to leave in the street. I had to display them. I wish I could take credit, but it's nice to know there are other artists in here with me. What? Literally what? And of course, the sound of a heartbeat in the background, because it's not creepy if there's no heartbeat. Bullets, bullets, meds, shotgun shells.
This has to be the emitter.
Authorization required. Please connect an authorized terminal.
Terminal. Must mean this communicator.
Restart sequence initiated.
You've been searching for me for so long. So I have come. But wait. It's not me you seek, is it? No. It's the girl. I should be offended. But how can I be? You're not the only person who wants her power. There is another, one far more deserving. One who can offer rewards you could never imagine. So sorry, but you've been outbid. Fear radiates from you. It's beautiful, but not yet finished. I am Stefano, And now you are my art. Son of a bitch! Meet my beautiful Obscura.
Restart sequence.
You gotta be kidding.
It looks like a xylophone strapped to a Silent Hill creature with a camera on the end of it.
That thing is stopping the emitter from activating.
Take away Alan's melanin.
Alright, that got it going. I just have to hold it off until the emitter starts.
80 seconds. 70 seconds.
So you have to shoot this thing in its fucking lens to injure it. It hides from you after it does that.
60 seconds.
It doesn't actually do that much damage. Irony.
50 seconds.
If it did, it would be a very unfair boss, because it can't actually die. You have to weaken it. Oh, fuck. Jesus, can I actually aim? Oh my god. No. Doc works tonight, so we can't play Rogue Trader.
What are you playing, Allison?
I am playing The Evil Within 2.
30 seconds.
No, it's not.
What the fuck?
20 seconds.
Ow.
I never got a chance to because yesterday everything was good.
10 seconds. Stable field emitter started. Stabilization procedure completed.
Great. Saved my own ass. But what am I supposed to do now? If he's gone, he didn't leave Lily here. Where did he take her? Should give Kibben an update about this.
Found it in a box buried where she claimed she didn't put it, but I'm like, Mom,
Shit.
I didn't even
Maybe I'll get a signal outside.
I touched clothes.
Does she seriously need to freak out that fucking much about shit? So you forgot. So you put something in the wrong place. So the fuck what? Everybody does it. It happens all the time.
But I was blamed for it.
Oh my god. Because it can't be her fault.
Yep, I was blamed for it. And she's like, well, but I don't know why my shit bothers you so much, this or that. I'm like, Mom, I'm in this room because this is one of the more disaster areas.
Yeah, like that. You've been in that room before. You've told me it's fucked every time.
Yes. And not like that, there's also, I was like, Mom, if I could get this room straightened, then I could get the living room straightened. Because in the living room, she has a bunch of clothes and a bunch of bags. So I'm like, okay. But here's my plan. I'm gonna
take up what I can, watch what I can. She wants to go through her clothes to make donations, which is fine. If she can get rid of some stuff, that's great.
Yeah, you guys have, like, a need for cleaning up space anyway.
Exactly, yeah. So if she's willing to get rid of stuff, by all means, I will not stop you. And whatever she decides to keep, I'm going to turn Dixie's closet into her closet. Because there's plenty of room, number one. Number two, there's also a cabinet that I found that's pretty much empty. So I'm like, okay, that's also more space I can use. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to clean up the living room and the bedroom by getting all the clothes off the floor and getting them from scattered and put them in just 2 areas. That way, when you go looking for something, you don't have to go rustling through a bunch of fucking bags. You only have to look in 2 spots: a closet and a cabinet. And that's it.
All I heard was sense, and more sense.
And then, after she realized her error, and she begged me to go out there and visit with her. And so I did. I visited with her and Dad tonight, and then I came and laid down and went to bed. So
RE, social facade maintenance. In order to maintain a conflict-free and obedient population, we must provide bureaucratic systems and increase the illusion of productivity. To that end, City Hall will be rendered to represent a seat of government. Each citizen will be required to submit for a series of licenses that will require several forms of accompanying fees, TBD, or content to be decided. Fabrication team developing now. A mayoral election will be held in which citizens will be able to vote between 2 operatives of our choice, following standard real-world election processes already in place. So yeah, with this paper, these guys have... Mobius has basically been revealed in this game to basically be this universe's version of the Illuminati. New Union expansion renders will retain Americana build mold but retrograded by 30%. Jesus Christ, I can't read. To allow for citizen domicile improvement and individualization. These new measures should keep the populace calm and normalized. A docile populace will aid in the expansion of Union, which will ultimately lead to enough citizen memory units to achieve Phase 2. For anybody who has forgotten what Phase 2 is and who is watching this, Phase 2 is to create a wireless STEM outreach program system. The more docile the population, the more easy it is to manipulate. The more easy it is to manipulate, the easier it is for them to create a Phase 2 system that will reach everybody around the planet and mind control them into whatever Mobius wants them to be. Which, judging by the way they behaved in The Evil Within 1 and the way they're behaving in this game, it's very easy to see it's a mind control world domination enslavement program that turns into a nightmare house whenever a psychopath gets in charge. That totally sounds like a mind control program you should actually invest in, right? No! All it takes is one psycho getting a hold of the core and everything falls apart and everybody dies. And then some psycho cop has to come in and save his daughter and blow apart half of the frickin' STEM project's personnel just to be able to find anything. The Evil Within, it's a universe you totally want to live in, isn't it? The answer is no. Nobody would want to fucking live here. I'm sorry. I'm an asshole. Please. If you wanted to live here, I would seriously question your mental faculties. I'm just saying. I would seriously question your mental faculties at that point. I apologize for interrupting your train of thought, Spartan. I was largely doing that for the people watching the stream. No, you can have conversations. I don't care. I can bounce off of that shit. I'm not having conversations about your nuts. I told you last time I need a Hubble telescope to find that shit. That's expensive as fuck. I'm not streaming your nutsack!
Yes, you are.
I'd get demonetized even if I did. Wait, is that a key down there? There's a goddess statue down there. It's got a key in it.
If I call you and I tell you to come outside, it's because I personally drove to your house. Because that's one of the goals this week. Is I plan on actually driving to your house from my house. Really? Yep. Right now, today's goal, I'm gonna get in the driving today. I'm gonna try to drive to the gas station and back, and then my third driving session, I want to drive from my house to your house.
He'll probably be unconscious. Never interrupt Alan's sleep, apparently, ladies and gentlemen. Having known him for as long as I've known him, by the way, don't interrupt his sleep. That's a great way to get yourself shanked. Or punched. Or thrown out a window. That's why I was so aggravated that I woke up from sneezing 2 or 3 times last night. I'm just like, can I fucking sleep, please? No. Not for longer than about 3 or 4 hours before I need to sneeze and then go blow my nose because this, whatever the fuck I caught, it could just be allergies. I took a COVID test and it came up negative, so I'm pretty fucking proof positive I don't have that. Alan turns into Weird Al Shank-a-Bitch when he gets woken up early. That's what I heard, Spartan.
I'm gonna shake his ass back. That's what I'm about to do. Better than buttons, boy.
Yeah, that Obscura boss fight, they give you a lot of handgun ammo for it, ostensibly because shooting that boss with a pistol is probably the cheapest and easiest way to make sure that you hit the lens. You just have to not suck at aiming, and apparently I sucked at aiming because, you know, that's just what I do. Alright, how are my bolt supply doing? My bolt supply is fine. I'll make a sniper rifle bullet, I guess. I don't need to make any medical stuff. I didn't really take any damage that I couldn't immediately find healing items for. Can't really upgrade my weapons because I don't have any more upgrade parts. I should save now that I've killed the... well, I didn't kill the Obscura. I managed to evade it. I don't think you can actually kill the Obscura monster. I'm pretty sure you can't. I know you can't in that boss section back there. I know that's not possible. And I know that because I didn't do quite as well as I'm doing now with this playthrough. But the playthrough where I did actually fight it, I dumped a shitload of resources into trying to kill that thing, and it did not fucking work. That thing doesn't die. No, it doesn't. Unfortunately. Pretty much everything else dies. But that thing is like the only invincible monster in this game. We will briefly see a return of Lara, the 6-armed psycho bitch. From The Evil Within 1, and we will briefly see a return of the Sadist from The Evil Within 1. That said, what happens to those two when Sebastian does what I would have done by the time that happened, which is hits, you know what, fuck this mode, and just turns around and says, I'm the real monster, motherfucker, is amazing.
And now I'm back to square one again.
Re-establish contact with the marker.
I adore what he does to them in this game. It's fucking hilarious.
Sebastian? Sebastian, are you there?
Kidman.
Finally. Are you all right?
That psycho is still on the loose in here.
Ugh.
I turned on the emitter, and that seemed to slow him down. But he got away. And he's gotten Lily. She must be so scared and alone.
That's right. She is. So let's go find that psycho and beat his ass.
Something terrible to her.
He can't do anything terrible to her. He needs her in order to sustain his power. If he hurts her or kills her, everyone in here dies.
Close.
And he knows that.
We want to find her just as much as you do, Sebastian.
Yeah. Sure you do. Don't want your precious experiment to fail. It would be a real tragedy to waste all that time and money.
I was speaking for myself, not Mobius. I spent a lot of time with Lily during testing. She's a good kid. I don't want her to suffer. I know things are bad, but I have faith in you. You've got to stay focused so we can save her. Together.
6 members of that team are still alive.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. Thanks for the pep talk, Kidman.
Don't worry about it. But right now you need to figure out where he took her.
He said his name was Stefano.
Stefano. Copy that. I'll see what I can find out and send it to your room.
Okay. In the meantime, I'll check in with O'Neill. See if he can help me locate this psycho.
Sounds like a plan. Let me know if I can be of any help. And
Sebastian,
Yeah.
Live.
good luck.
Thanks. Gotta figure out where he took her. Think I might have just figured it out. Not doing a very good job of hiding. It's almost as if he's taunting me.
Maybe he wants to bring you to where he has more power.
He's gonna get it. I just have to find my way there.
Not that it's gonna matter.
O'Neill, it's me.
I see the stable field emitter is back online. Please tell me you found the core and you're on your way back here.
Sorry. That lunatic still has her, but I think I have an idea of where he went.
Yeah, I see it too. I'm picking up the signal again, but now it's coming from the theater in the other part of town.
Right. Through the marrow again, I guess. May need a little guidance here.
I'm on it. Looks like turning the emitter back on stabilized some passages there. Exit D5 looks to be the one closest to the theater. I'm not totally sure what you'll encounter down there, so watch your back.
At this point, nothing would surprise me.
I do love how this is a horror game, though, where Sebastian, or the protagonist at all, basically just looks at all this bullshit going on around him and goes, no, fuck this. I'm not running and hiding anymore. These sons of bitches are like, I'm not locked in here with these goddamn monsters. They're locked in here with me. And then he just goes apeshit eventually. After a certain amount of running, hiding, and being horrified, one of two things is going to happen to you. You're either going to adapt to it, which is what Sebastian does, and then effectively turn into Doom Guy and start roundhousing motherfuckers shortly before everybody gets, blasted or pounded into submission by some kind of explosive or shotgun shell. Or you're going to snap, go crazy, and either join them or just let them kill you. Sebastian doesn't do either of the latter. He decides to look at all this garbage and go, God damn it, I've lived through everything else up to this point. I am not going to die here now, and just loses his temper with these things. The moment where the prey loses its temper with the psycho with a chainsaw and then starts bitch slapping the chainsaw psycho is the funniest goddamn thing I have ever seen in horror cinema. And it occurs in this game. And I can't possibly see it any other way. Lying in waiting. On the hunt. Oh yeah, I'm on the hunt, alright. I'm hunting down a Italiano bitch with a twisted little ritual knife who seems to think that murdering people is an art form. Okay. I mean, we've already seen how I handle most of the monsters in here. I don't really flee in terror. I just look at them and go, oh, I guess you're next on my murder house list. And sure enough, that's pretty much exactly what happens right after that. No, not unless he's your murder house partner. What the fuck did I just log? A handgun ammo pouch.
This must be the passage O'Neill was talking about.
I don't know how you got that mentality. That was B02. Didn't he say D5 or something?
Lily? This place is messing with my mind.
This place is literally an amalgamation of fucked up minds. I don't know how you expected that to be any goddamn different, Johnny. Weapon parts. 1,000 green gel. Nice. Well, I got a lot of green gel. Maybe I should have gone back and spent it. Hey, bro, can I have that pistol ammo pouch you got there? I need more space for these bullets that I need to carry. Thanks, yo. 3 out of 5. Weapon parts. Gunpowder. Honey, don't give up your day job. I didn't even see her there. I hear a bunch of roaring and growling over there. Is there a way out? Yeah, apparently there is. I mean, I could always use my shock bolts again and then just step on people. It's not a dominatrix step on, though, because I stomp on their heads and their heads turn into, like, bloody brain matter. No. It's the you would die in screaming agony step if you could. He's got a Doom guy stomping him, Sebastian Castellanos. Oh, shit. Damn it. Kick it over. Come on. Oh. Come on. I'm gonna kick this thing until it falls the fuck over, goddammit. I am setting a fire trap. There. That's all I wanted. And I just showed it off, by the way, his Doom guy stomped, because he stomped on their heads, and their heads exploded. He doesn't really have a Isaac Clarke stomp in him, but he's got a, like, Sebastian's got a pretty good fucking stomp. I might, maybe we'll see, do the Dead Space remake for Halloween next year.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell is this stuff?
Oh, this is disgusting. Oh, God. I remember this part. Oh. Oh, God. I don't like this sequence. This shit is nasty. I'm not going to make the joke that this reminds me of. Pebbles, you know where to go if you want me to pet you. Get up here. Come on. Get up here.
Stop and listen to yourself, Myra. A secret society abducted Lily and staged her death.
Come on, Pebbles.
Do you realize how crazy that sounds?
But it's true. Why can't you understand that?
I know it's hard to accept, Myra. But she's
Come
gone.
on, baby.
Our little girl is gone.
But I have proof. Look.
Myra, you're obsessed. You need rest. Once you get past this, you'll learn to accept it.
No. I'll never accept it. If you won't help me, I'll find out the truth on my own.
Myra, you were right all along.
Yeah, she was, but that's not the reason why that showed up here.
This now.
Why are you seeing this now? That's a very interesting question to ask. Oh my god, all this nastication. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I don't think I want to go that way. Oh fuck, I have to go that way, don't I? Yeah. Well, I've got 6 explosive bolts and a bunch of other fucked up brutal arsenal weapons. I can handle whatever that was, right? Oh, dear God, what is that? Oh my God, what are you? You are disgusting.
Maybe I can sneak past it.
You want to sneak past this thing? I'll give you some free advice. Don't take the trap and don't go over there. Go that way. Just make sure that thing does not look at you when you move. If it does, you're dead. And I'll probably show that off, whether I do it on purpose or not, here in a minute. It's like it fucking knows. Let's just get the fuck away from that thing. If you couldn't tell by Sebastian's inherent want to not follow that, like inherent want to sneak away around this thing, you can't kill it. That thing is invincible. At least for now. And if it sees you, it instantly kills you. Thankfully, this game does the invincible monster a little bit better than the Evil Within, the Assignment, and the Consequence DLCs. I won't say it does it great, but it does it a little bit better. Alien Isolation still does those mechanics way better than either of these guys. Oh, God! If you'll excuse me. Okay.
I thought this place was supposed to be fucking stable.
He said it was more stable. He didn't say that it was actually stable. It was more stable than before. That doesn't necessarily mean there aren't nightmare fuel monsters down here that want to rip your face off. And that damn sure doesn't mean that one of the potential major antagonists or threats to the game isn't down here. If you're wondering why I kicked that door in instead of just slowly opening it, I pretty much knew what was on the other side of that door. It is imperative that a missing core be replaced as soon as possible. A core missing for even a few hours can affect STEM programming. If the core is missing for over 36 hours, emergency protocols must be instituted in order to prevent the core from escaping. Emergency protocols are only accessible for Mobius operatives with Alpha security clearance, and can only be viewed on the Marrow servers. Interesting. I'm really angry that I don't have a shotgun ammo pouch upgrade so that I can carry the rest of those shells. Because it's his fault and he wants to deflect the blame.
Someone's been watching. Lily. Who's been here was gathering data on her.
Don't move.
You're Mobius, right?
Shut up! Don't say a word. You're not one of us.
No, I'm not. Kidman sent me. Look, I'm here to help, okay? My name is Sebastian Castellanos.
You're lying. Sebastian Castellanos is dead.
What? No. Who told you that?
Turn around. Do it slow.
You're Yukiko Hoffman.
How do you know my name?
I told you. They sent me in here to find my daughter Lily. The core. I'm telling you the truth.
I know.
You do?
She's a psychological profiler, dumbass. She could tell if
Lack
you're
of
lying.
Expressions and deflection. No verbal parroting. I've seen enough to know you're telling the truth.
Right. The team psychologist.
I have to
Hello,
use whatever
buddy.
tools I have to survive.
You're fine.
Combat isn't my forte.
No, but it's mine.
Seems to be a running theme here.
Sorry for pointing my gun at you.
Don't apologize. You
Spending
had no
anything
fucking
on
clue who
purpose
I
now?
was.
That means things aren't improving. Have you found any other team members?
I have, but the only one I've found alive is O'Neill.
Liam is alive? Good. Has he made any progress on stabilization?
The big emitter's back on, but this place is still falling apart. And I think it's all because of this psycho that kidnapped Lily. He's running loose in Union, and can manipulate this place at will.
That means my theory is correct. This is more than a core disconnect. We doctors don't like to use the term psycho in pejorative terms. But in this case, it's apropos. Only a clinically diagnosed psychopath could affect STEM like this. A psychopathic personality type using Lily to amplify his power. This is the worst possible situation.
You're a shrink. Any suggestions on how to defeat him?
Psychopaths are antisocial, lack empathy, and exhibit sadistic tendencies. But their main commonality is their pathologic egocentricity. They don't care about people, only themselves. Can you think of anything that would be important to him?
Yeah. He thinks he's some sort of artist. It's all he talks about.
Then maybe the best way to attack him would be through his art. Destroying something valuable to him could knock him off of his guard.
I'll keep that in mind. But I've got to get to him first. He's holed himself up in the theater.
Right. So exit D5 then. It's right here, just in the next room. Let's pair communicators so that we can stay in touch. I'll review my files and see if I can't dig up any more information about what's going on. I still feel like there's more to this. Regardless, he's probably going to be difficult to fight. Feel free to help yourself to anything here you might need.
So does Lily really think I'm dead? Or was that just a part of your lie detecting test?
Sorry to break it to you, but she does. I thought it was the truth too, until just now. But over the years, I've learned to take everything Mobius tells me with a pinch of salt. It wasn't difficult to see you were telling the truth.
Why would they do that? What kind of monsters do you work for?
I know it's not right. But consider this. Lily is probably less traumatized by thinking you're dead than by thinking you're alive, but she can't be with you.
Yeah, maybe. But what will happen when I finally find her?
Don't worry. She'll believe the evidence of her eyes once she sees you.
If Mobius knew to keep psychopaths out of STEM, then how did one end up in here?
Every individual in STEM was subjected to a battery of psychological exams prior to placement. And we've been observing them from here, in secret, to keep an eye out for mental instability.
Yeah, well that didn't work.
Unfortunately, psychopathy and sociopathy are incredibly difficult to diagnose correctly. Psychopaths tend to be cunning and highly intelligent. Aware of their own diagnosis, they're able to disguise themselves among us. The fact that this one was able to fool us, he's obviously adroit and self-aware. Disturbingly so.
Great. So the tests only filtered out the weakest of psychos.
I feel terribly responsible for all of this. I helped devise those tests.
She's not actually as correct as she thinks she is. She's kind of close to the mark on what a psychopath actually is, but some of the shit that she said is actually gobbledygook sounding like actual intellectual thought process that and is used more to make her sound like an actual psychologist than it is to make her sound like a person who happens to be a psychologist. I have spoken to several professional psychologists. None of them talk like this. Not unless they are specifically analyzing a person. And even then, they don't talk like this on the regular very often when doing so. When they break you down into a science is very rare. So the fact that she's talking like this, it's both very good writing and very bad writing. It's good writing because it makes her sound smarter than the average bear, which is good because she needs to be. It's bad writing in the sense that a psychopath is not an egocentric individual. Psychopaths are individuals who have suffered a psychotic break that causes them to have a delusional dissonance from reality itself. They snap and they are incapable of moving past certain traumatic events. that psychopathy causes them to slowly break down and suffer severe psychotic tendencies, such as committing murders, or kidnapping and torturing people, or forming extremely dangerous and violent obsessions. In pretty much any case where somebody suffers a psychotic break, they will inevitably die. In the few instances where they come back, they can actually be rehabilitated. It's just difficult, because you have to get them to find a way to face a trauma that caused them to literally snap from reality, because they cannot face what they are dealing with. That is very difficult to do. It's not that necessarily they're weak-willed, quite so much that the traumatic event is so agonizingly difficult for them to face that every time they face it, all they can think about is the pain it causes. In Stefano's case, he's actually less a psychopath and more a sociopath. But he is psychotic in the sense that he is a twisted, violent murderer. He is delusional in the sense that he believes that murdering people in artistic ways is an art form. Killing somebody and capturing the moment is his way of capturing their essence. In that way, he is delusional in that he has broken from the concept of reality. Murder is not necessarily something you should just be doing. And to him, murder is an art form that should be worshipped, and spraying people's blood all over the place and in the process of killing them in an artistic manner is interesting. And to him, it's awe-inspiring and jaw-dropping. It's like taking a goth's obsession with the dark and the twisted and their wish to beautify it and pushing it ridiculously over the edge to about, on a scale of 1 to 10, to a 20. Because he's obsessed with doing this. And he believes that he is doing absolutely nothing wrong. In fact, most psychopaths often don't believe they are, in fact, doing anything wrong because they are delusional and have broken from reality.
You said you think there's something more to this?
I studied the Beacon incident extensively so that we could avoid another disaster like that. In that case, the person in question was the core. But even then, the environment remained relatively intact. Something just doesn't seem right here.
What do you mean?
The creatures in here. The dissolution of Union. The total breakdown in communication with Mobius. It just seems like a lot for one person. Even with the power of the core.
He mentioned someone before. Another person who wanted the core's power.
That could mean... No. It's too horrible to contemplate.
What?
There's only one thing that could be more powerful than a psychopath in here. But I need to do some research before I can commit to the theory.
Now, keep in mind that everything I've said, I have admitted. I'm not a professional psychologist. Take what I've said with a bit of a grain of salt, but that's more or less the correct pathway to go down with it. It's not necessarily an exact. Because I'm not a professional psychiatrist and I don't exactly have a PhD in psychiatry, well, there's things that I could be wrong about. I don't think I'm wrong about this, but sociopaths are egocentrical. Psychopaths are mentally broken and delusional. Tell me. I need 280.
Detective Castellanos. Always a pleasure to see you. There's nothing wrong with being fighting forever. Maybe you should think about adding some combat skills.
Oh, that's incredible.
I would say that too if I'm helping the Lord of Spirits. I'm like,
Oh no, I agree. I understand that. Let's ease back my recoil some. Oh damn it.
Oh boy. Quit being a slut, you know, quit being a bitch. I'm not being a slut. No. Because you haven't stopped being a slut. I'm not being a slut. You're always a slut, Alex. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Look, I am sitting on my ass playing a video game. You're still being a slut. You can't hide from what you are. I never said I wasn't. All I said is right now, I don't want to be a slut. I want to enjoy my video.
Pick up, Kidman.
I'm here.
The first
Yeah, I
time
know.
I saw Myra, she was wearing that uniform. I think I fell in love with her right then and there. I didn't want to admit it to myself. But after she was injured on duty, I knew I couldn't risk not telling her how I felt. She was such a great wife and mother that I sometimes forget she was a great detective, too. She was right. She knew there was something fishy about Lily's death. I mean, kidnapping. I should have believed her from the start.
There's no way you could have predicted the truth, Sebastian. You know this.
Alright. Let's get back out into Union. I love how that cat just meows at you. Oh. Oh, it left me gifts.
Thanks, Kitty.
It gives you 700 green gel every time you view one of those slide projectors. I didn't know that. I knew that it gave you some. I didn't know it gave you that much. 700 is not a bad amount. Reasons to enjoy the lore. Oh, I went through the wrong fucking door. Lily Castellanos, initial findings. The ideal core candidate must have an unfettered ego in order to retain their own personality while supporting the interlinked minds of many others. Given these parameters, there are only two possible candidate types. Egomaniacs with psychopathic tendencies, or children. We all know what happened the last time an egomaniac with psychopathic tendencies was in this STEM, so a child is our best bet. Having access to the standardized school test results, we were able to narrow down our options. We feel that we found the ideal core candidate in Lily Castellanos. Her tests show that she not only has a guileless ego, but she also exhibits incredibly advanced empathy for a child her age. We are sending her to Dr. Hoffman for further testing. You were the one who approved her as a STEM core candidate. Well, now we know. Now I know whose fucking fault it is. Smoke powder. Thank you. Resonance point, huh? High-grade weapon parts. Good, I need to upgrade my shotgun's ammo capacity. I'll upgrade my foot in your ass. Oh, you should. He bled out while he was... That's a horrible way to die.
Alright. The theater. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, I'll be heading over there in a bit. And by a bit, whenever I goddamn well feel like it. Oh god, that thing again. Ladies and gentlemen, more nightmare fuel. It's the most disgusting thing in the universe. Surprise, motherfucker. Stab that bitch in the back of the fucking head. Ugh. Yeah, unfortunately I can't use smoke like I could use the flashbangs, where I could stealth kill enemies to, like, even from the front. I like how he hit me when I pulled the trigger first. Kaboom. Reload. Oh, don't you worry, you old hag. You're next on my list. I wanted to kill that other guy, but he noticed me, and I ended up having to do things the hard way. I don't know if they updated the game later or something, but that toxic cloud she emits, that actually used to damage you. Which is why trying to stealth kill them was a very significant pain in the ass, because if they walked, that toxin cloud would linger. And that could actually get you killed. Because you'd take damage, and then you'd stand up, and then she'd turn around, and, well, there would go your face. Another resonance that I don't know. Oh, you're all the way over there.
Body parts reassembling into a monster. Sure, why not? No. Body parts reassembling into a monster. Sure, why not? I'm not surprised by anything I see in here anymore. Won't happen again. I'll burn these before they can change. Wait. Did that arm just twitch? Shit. No. Oh god. No.
Hi! Oh god! Yow. There it goes. Oh, Jesus. Alright, that multi-headed psycho bitch is dead. Trust me, when it swings a fucking buzzsaw into your face, you won't be nearly so loving. Bitch needs to find a less lethal way of showing affection, or I'm gonna keep murdering her ass. Well, I'm glad that you are happy joining a cult of goth cat women in fishnets, alright? But that was a multi-headed, undead, pale-fleshed, zombie monstrosity bitch, and it needed to be put down. I regret absolutely nothing of the violence I have just committed. And I'm not going to regret it either.
So here's a fun little thing that I'm gonna do on my Switch now as well, because yesterday, cleaning my room a little bit, I found a gift card that I took care of for $40. Said, oh yeah, you can have it, I haven't used it. So I was looking at it, I'm gonna use it.
Sweet. You want to know what you should buy yourself on that Switch, Spartan? Buy yourself the new TMNT Turtles in Time game that was remade recently. It's a hilarious, fun murder hobo beat 'em up. Ask Fox what the actual title is. I can't remember. I think I just fucked it up. Oh god, I bet I know what this resonance is. Yep. Yeah! Yeah, I know what this one is. I'm over here just sort of pathologically looting the universe. The Juke Diner. A rat just came out of there. Why was there a rat in a drink machine? Does the game want me to murder the rat? I hate this sequence. Give me that. Oh shit! Hi, baby! Let's get the fuck away from you.
Shit. What's it doing this time?
Looks like phasing through reality.
What does that thing want from me?
Your soul, maybe? I don't know.
Goddamn. So I'm playing Battlefield, right?
Right.
I'm in a section that requires a tank, and so we're fighting in like an airport, and I am and instead of going down this main pathway, I started to take this roundabout way of hangars that's kind of like in a square, and when I was doing so, this motherfucking tank rolls out, and we meet barrel to barrel. I'm like, oh fuck.
There's something weird about this room.
You better fire before you get shot. That's what I just fucking heard.
That's me from back then.
I'm on board. This campaign was fun to play. Yeah, you're not gonna like what happens next. Oh. Probably not. So I'm going to find out. I'm working my way towards that next missile. Yeah.
Something was up with that mirror. Something I should be looking for.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh shit.
Anima, honey, I don't like you. Please stop invading my private space. Back here? Really?
Here's the casing. What, we gotta shoot the missile?
There's no fucking room to maneuver in here.
Now we gotta head to the bunker. What? Ours didn't blow up yet. Give me just a moment. Going through cutscene now. Damn. They're just blew the fuck up. Oh, fuck.
That whole stretch where she had to do without law.
God damn. Oh, that's some sort of pure bullet shit. Holy shit, only 4 people survived this shit. God damn.
Oh god. Well, I guess I get to hope this is the right fucking door. No, it wasn't. God damn it! Ah. What? But that was the correct door according to the damn reflection. Why you lie to me, video game? Coming out. It'll be to the right. Second door on the right. That was the door, according to the reflection. I'm reading the reflection correctly, game. Quit telling me I'm not. Okay, let's go with the second door on the left then. That's gonna be wrong. Nope, nope. Apparently that was correct. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. She instantly noticed. Oh, and apparently I just went through the right door by happenstance. Okay. Whatever. I don't care.
Something's wrong. Why is that thing chasing me again?
Swiggity Swartus, get back in the fucking TARDIS.
I'm always in the TARDIS.
Yeah, now we need to drag Sebastian into the TARDIS.
Oh. Get his ass in there then. We're all in the fucking TARDIS.
Now I'm in the TARDIS. Now I'm in the TARDIS too.
So I heard that Doctor Who was actually canceled because
yeah, it was canceled. You could argue the woke elements for what canceled it. I've come to hate people using the term woke to describe it because realistically it's less. It was less woke and more. You guys just decided to take continuity and fuck it up the ass, and you made it all about politics. The politics were fucking offensive as hell. They were dumber than shit. It very quickly went from being a sci-fi series that the whole fucking family could enjoy to being a political narcissistic franchise. I mean, I think the statement that killed Doctor Who had to be made by Russell T. Davies himself, and it was the statement that humanity has this long history of associating disability with evil. And the reason why he took away Davros' wheelchair, one of several primary antagonists for the Doctor, is because we associate disability with evil. Which is absolutely not true. Humankind does not have a long-standing history of associating disability with evil. Nazis had a habit of associating disability with evil. If you were autistic, they killed you. If you were mentally deficient, often called a word that is considered highly offensive now, which is retarded, they killed you. If you were Jewish, they killed you. If you were not German, 9 times out of 10, and you weren't Aryan, they killed you. The reason why I bring that up is because politics is what killed Doctor Who. Somebody decided that he was narcissistic enough, despite being completely out of touch with what the world actually knew and what the world actually needed, but was narcissistic enough to believe that he could teach the world what it needed to know. And he had none of the life experience and none of the life skills necessary to do any of those things. He ended up destroying his own television series. Why was Doctor Who always a man? Doctor Who was always a man because he was a male Time Lord. One thing that Time Lords cannot control in their regenerations is their gender, their physical gender. This was lore that was established all the way back in some of the earliest aughts. Cannot just arbitrarily change. Female Time Lords can't do the same either. However, female Time Lords can alter their appearance and regenerate pretty consistently however they want over the course of their lifetime. They actually have the ability to remold their bodies in ways male Time Lords cannot. This is also lore that was established. Had they actually gone back and looked at that lore before they did what they did, maybe there was something they could have salvaged. Doctor Who being canceled, that doesn't fucking surprise me. They took continuity and threw it out the window. They took politics and tried to cram them into a television series that not only didn't need it, but had absolutely no reason to have it. I mean, literally one of the very first episodes involving the Black Time Lord they put in was him being gay at a bar with other men and gay dancing, which doesn't matter because Doctor Who dances with a lot of women as a straight guy. But when they made the tone very sexual, because Doctor Who does not dance with a lot of women as a straight guy in a sexual manner, that's when it kind of went from being a family show to a bit of a creeper fest for a lot of people. It gets worse when the second episode of the Black Doctor Who's TV show, he finds a group of people who are completely and holistically dependent on an AI to the point where they cannot walk or move without an AI's guidance in their brain 24/7. They ultimately reject being saved by the Doctor because he's black. Doctor Who has met myriad races, species, and interest groups over the course of his time. He has fought against the Nazis and assisted the Allies in Britain in World War II a couple of times. He has never run into a group of racist individuals. And actually, yes, he has, but he has always handled that racism with maturity and dignity. The Black Doctor's handling of racial issues was, I don't care that you guys don't like the color of my skin, I can save you if you just let me. And then they all outwardly refused and left, blaming the Doctor. And the subtle signs of them being anti-black was all over the place. You could see it when you paid attention to the episodes. Turning Doctor Who into a TV show about racism in the modern political day was wrong. Doctor Who has handled racism with certain aliens born with slavery and bondage to other individuals because people see how this is an alien race that cannot defend itself from violence, and they take advantage of that. And it handled it with dignity. The episodes in question were the episodes involving a species known as the Ood. The Ood are a species born with their literal brains in their hands. They are a species that literally cannot defend themselves in war because they are born with their brains in their fucking hands. I'm not kidding. And that is not actually a problem. That's not a bad thing. That's not an issue. That's not an inconsistency. I would actually argue that that is a good thing. And I would argue that that is a good thing for a couple of reasons. Number one, it showcased how certain groups and interest groups are often weak and either need a form of protection or they need a way to be able to defend themselves that is not straightforward violence. And what happened to the guy who enslaved the Ood and turned them into a race of servants? They had been planning that guy's downfall from the moment he did that to them. They were feeding him a tonic over the course of years of his life. That tonic inevitably transformed him genetically into an Ood. He would spend the rest of his life as one of the creatures he slaved out. That is how Doctor Who used to handle racism. This new episode series was, let's handle racism by ignoring the fact that people are being racist and begging us to let them help them anyway. There's no fucking dignity or respect for that. If they want to hate him because of his skin tone, in my eyes, sorry, you're dumb enough, you deserve whatever horrible fate happens to you when you refuse to listen to the smart guy in the room because the smart guy has a darker skin tone than your ass. That's just plain dumb. I don't care who you think you are, I don't care why you think it, it's just plain dumb. If he's got a good idea, if he's got the know-how, if he's got the skills, and you know he's got your best interest in mind, why on earth would you ever look at him and go, after he just saved all your lives, and say, I am willing to save you all again, just let me, and walk away? That was literally saying white people were fucking evil and pig-ignorant and staunchly refusing to not be racist. Let me make this clear. Racism comes from all sides of the racial line. Japanese people are racist towards almost every group out there that isn't Japanese. If you go to Japan, this is a fact. It is a fact for several reasons. It's because a lot of people disrespect their culture. A lot of people in their societies from other cultures do not also, on top of this, have the same level of respect and care for other people's cultures as Japanese tend to have for their cultures. In addition, most other cultures on the planet, you will find a level of racism from some group somewhere. Just saying white people are racist is not only backwards and stupid ass thinking, it's just a way to paint somebody as a problem and then use them as a scapegoat for that problem. You're not helping anybody. And honestly, Doctor Who deserved to get canceled for putting that episode in. But here's the fun part. That's not the episode that got that series canceled. That series got canceled after 2 seasons of trying to push fucking feminist sexism against men and racism against white people as a goddamn theme. And David Tennant, I love you as an actor, bro, but you should never have come back for those episodes because you contributed to the problem. we have to acknowledge that racism as a whole is a problem, regardless as to what fucking skin tone, race, gender, creed, or ideology is trying to throw it around. We do. Because, I'll be honest with you, if you just say it's white people, you're wrong. It's not just white people. It's fucking everywhere. Acknowledge that it's everywhere, acknowledge that it's a problem everywhere, and resolve to stop it. Don't enable it by quietly pretending it doesn't exist. Don't enable it by quietly pretending that you're not a part of it, because you are. Every time you enable it, you are part of the problem. Just stop letting people get away with bigotry. I don't care if it's people who are religious being homophobic. I don't care if it's people who are some weird, stupid interest group that I don't even know of and can't think of right now that is doing something that you might consider heinous because it involves discriminating against somebody. Speak out and don't let them get away with it. Speak out and stop enabling it. Don't just quietly walk away and pretend it's not your fucking problem. Be part of a community and actually make it your goddamn problem. Because if you don't, it will become your problem later when everybody else who is a bigot forces it to be your problem. But stop with the whitewashing of white people as though white people are solely the only individualistic group who could possibly be guilty. Anybody who commits to racism, I'm sorry, you're guilty. You need to stop and get over yourself.
Hey, you over there! You gotta help me! Come on, man! I know you can hear me! Help me out!
Now, I hate getting political on this channel, I really do. Getting political on this channel is not what I like doing, but that's why Doctor Who was canceled. Doctor Who was canceled because Doctor Who thought it would be a good idea to get political. Oh, God. Holy shit! Why are there so many of you? Okay, I need shock bolts. Fuck you. Fuck you. Get fucked. I don't know why this electricity doesn't work on me right now, but get fucked.
You just saved my ass. I didn't think anyone would come.
You're from the search team.
Frankly, I hope Doctor Who can be revived. But if Doctor Who gets revived, it needs to go back to being what it was. Fun sci-fi adventures for the, you know, for fun times.
Lead the way.
Come on.
Politics just needs to stay where it belongs. Out of science fiction stuff for the whole family. And the worst part is that, like, that's what most modern television, it feels like to me, is. Like, practically every form of modern television just seems to want to try and force something down your throat. Regardless as to whether or not you give a rat's ass about hearing it, or the point that they want to make is actually a good one. And Hollywood, you're probably never going to watch this video, and I'll be fucking honest with you. At this point, I don't care if you do. But if you want to save yourselves, maybe stop trying to force a lot of really bad messages down people's throats. they might be more willing to listen to you if you do. If you've got something important to say it appropriately. Because just trying to sit there with a goddamn sledgehammer and beat people over the head with what you think is the right thing to do, people don't respond to that very well. They never have. They never will. And they don't have to. And I agree that racism is still a problem this world needs to deal with, but I don't think Doctor Who is the place to do the whole black-white, we gotta deal with the racist bullshit show for it. I don't think Doctor Who is an appropriate show for that. Actually, I think if you want to make shows that, or you know, something that does that, maybe don't shoehorn it into something that has nothing to fucking do with it. And I'm sorry to everybody for going on about this for so long, but I'd rather my opinion be relatively well articulated and clear, and me probably sound like an annoying asshole despite that, than somebody who just walks in and goes, well, it sounds like you don't know what you're talking about. No, I know what I'm talking about, and I know what a modern audience thinks at this point, it feels like, because virtually every TV show and movie that we've made recently, it's been girl boss this, white people bad that, black people superior for this, and it's destroyed cinema. It has. Like, Hollywood has lost 90% of its fuck you money in a few short years. People used to think that Hollywood was untouchable. Not anymore. Disney lost billions of dollars in about 10 years. Disney is now way less goddamn powerful than it used to be. It took its empire a little while to fall, but you might have noticed that once it did not recover. And Disney is still trying to find a way to recover, whilst still trying to find a way to be politically pig ignorant. Ooh, shotgun shells. Oh man, I wish I had seen all these gasoline traps around here when I saved that guy. That could have saved me so much ammo. I'll be fine. Pretty sure that guy is actually Sykes.
Come on in. They can't get in here.
That is Sykes.
Thanks again for helping me out. I'm Sykes.
Sebastian Castellanos.
Castellanos, huh? I've heard of you. You survived the Beacon incident, right?
How do you know that?
I'm a STEM programmer, but I've got other skills too, like hacking information systems. I know all kinds of things that nobody else knows, not even other members of the team.
Then you know who Lily is.
Yeah. We're all trying to find her. Haven't had any luck, though. That's why you're here, huh?
That's right. But if you can't help me with that, then we've got nothing else to discuss. Good luck.
Hey, hold on. We might still be able to help each other out.
This better be good.
Look, there's a bunch of stuff in here that you could probably use. And you can have it for saving me out there. You want to hear my proposal? Come on back to me.
Now his proposal is another way to get to find a way to get out of here. Sykes is actually a good guy. I like Sykes. Sykes actually, we were just talking about how Hollywood grossly mishandles black people in media these days. Sykes is actually a very smart and capable individual who just happens to be black. His skin tone doesn't mean anything to me. I think he's a really cool character.
All right, I'm all ears. How can we help each other?
I need you to restore the server inside the Marrow. It should be easy enough as long as none of those freaks are around.
Restart a server in the Marrow.
Hold on,
Okay.
I haven't agreed to anything yet. What's in it for me?
You do that for me, I can open up all the locked supply caches for you.
And what's in it for you?
If you get the server on, I may be able to find another way out of Union.
There's really a way to get out of Union?
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure as hell gonna give it a try. They've lost contact with STEM. We're totally cut off. If we don't find the core, we're all gonna die in here. Unless I can figure a way out.
How is that possible?
You really want me to waste your time talking a bunch of technical gibberish?
All I have to do is turn it on. How did the server go offline in the first place?
All I'm saying is if you turn on that server, I can give it a shot. Look at this place. It's breaking apart out there. I'm surprised anything is working.
Thank you, Sykes.
But then again,
I don't know why
maybe
Sebastian
it's
had to
turned
ask
it
the
off
captain
themselves.
stupid question.
They've got all kinds of emergency protocols in place.
And you're questioning the almighty Mobius?
Hey, I don't mind being a grunt. The moment I become expendable, well, that's when I start to look for the exit door. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So, you gonna help me out?
So you can go help him, and I'll be honest with you, it's actually worth it to go help him because fixing all of those servers fixes a few things, and then when you fix those servers, he actually fixes the supply caches for you and opens them all up.
The cup's disgusting.
Only one I've got, man.
I don't know, take it out and rinse it in the fucking fire hydrant that I just opened out there? Oh, there's a shotgun ammo pouch outside. There we go. There we go. The shock bolt can now stun and lock down up to 4 enemies at once. And then when we get the EX, its electric shocks do bonus damage. I don't think I'm going to go for the EX upgrade on that for now. I think I'm actually just going to try and save up enough weapon parts to get the tier 3 explosive bolt upgrade, which will allow me to be able to deal 20% more damage with my explosive bolts, which are now already one-shotting things, which is good. Or I will save up what I need in order to upgrade the harpoon bolt again, because the harpoon bolt is OP as fuck. Alright, I'm going to save it here after this, and then that'll be the end of the stream, but I'm going to get a couple of upgrades before I do.
Detective Castellanos. Good to see you again.
This nurse creeps me out every time I see her. There we go. There we go.
You seem more at ease, Detective. You've found a possible ally in this dangerous world.
Not sure about that. I never know who to trust in here. Present company included.
A shame. After all we've been through together. Isolation and distrust aren't symptoms of mental illness, but they are unfortunate byproducts of it. Closing yourself off from others does nothing but agitate your condition. You are human. You require connection the way a plant requires light.
The only connection I require right now is to your machine. I've still got a long road ahead of me.
How am I ever going to get these nails right if you keep interrupting my manicure?
That nun is so or not nun, that nurse is so fucking strange. I really like the uncanny valley on her. Oh yeah, there's also a thing in this slide projector that I need to watch, and then I can save and close off the stream. That's incredibly hilarious.
It's me, Kidman.
Good to know you're still there, Sebastian.
After Beacon, I tried to make some sense of what happened to me. But everyone said I was delusional. Or hiding the truth. I started to believe that maybe they were right. That maybe I was crazy. I felt so frustrated. Useless. Drinking was the only thing that killed the pain. So much time wasted. I could have tried harder. Shit.
Don't beat yourself up, Sebastian. When Mobius doesn't want to be found.
Don't make excuses for me, Kidman. I fucked up.
Look, Sebastian, this isn't the time to dwell on the past. This is the time to make up for it. Self-pity is what led you to drink in the first place. You have a chance to get back what you lost. Don't lose sight of that.
Harsh, but true. You're right, Kidman. Thanks.
That's not harsh at all. That's just the truth that you needed to hear. Because the reality is that you were an alcoholic because you weren't facing what was wrong. You were blaming yourself for it instead. Your daughter was killed in a fire initially. That was what you believed. You know what? Honestly, you falling into an alcoholic pit, I guess I can't blame you, because that's basically what my dad did, only my dad added drugs to the problem. And basically thought that if he worked himself and drank himself to death, he wouldn't have to feel the pain. It's gonna be there. You can't just run from that. Pretending like it's not there is as good as just, stabbing yourself in the shoulder and going, no, I'm all right. Ah, God, every time you move your shoulder. It's worthless. Self-pity is every reason why Sebastian has become an alcoholic at all. He would constantly drink because he would fail and an investigation would turn up no leads or it would lead to another dead end. And he couldn't find his daughter. He couldn't find his wife. He doesn't know where either one of them fucking is. And nobody believed in him and everybody fucking threw his ass out and said, no, you're an alcoholic. It must have been you. I can't really blame Sebastian too much for his state, but Kidman wasn't being harsh. She just stated a series of facts that weren't really cold and cutting. They were honestly motivational and intelligent. Self-pity is what led him to drink. It's not fixing his problem, it's the source of it. Throwing your self-pity out and putting yourself back out there and continuing to work, that's what fixes the problem. That is what could have helped you, Sebastian. But, it was easier for you to just drink and pretend you didn't have a problem. Or drink and pretend you couldn't do more. This is something that very frequently happens to a lot of people who suffer heavy trauma or suffer a event that basically causes them to have some serious issues. And very few people handle issues like that very well. And honestly, the best thing I could recommend if anybody cares to have my 2 cents on that, since, you watch the stream or you watch this VOD later on YouTube, you probably have watched, to this point, you definitely seem to at least put up with my opinion. Get some therapy. Don't withdraw. Don't isolate. Don't tear yourself to pieces. And whatever you do, for the love of God, please don't submerge yourself in a pit of anger and rage. And don't try to pretend like it isn't there. Pretending like it isn't there is a waste of time. I may as well be stabbing somebody while they're trying to say, no, I'm not being shanked. I'm not bleeding to death. I'm not dying. That is basically what that fucking equates to. Don't do that to yourself. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of your life. And it doesn't fix anything. get some therapy, try to do something constructive and productive, and try to push yourself through it whilst facing the problem so that you can find a solution. Because if you stand there in a pit feeling sorry for yourself, you're going to waste half your life and you won't even fucking know it. Or you're going to walk down a tunnel full of self-destructive tendencies, and sooner or later you will self-destruct, and you might just take someone with you when you do. Other people shouldn't suffer because you are. You shouldn't need to suffer more than you need to in order to resolve an issue. Get help. It's okay. There are people out there that are trained for that for a reason. And I would rather not get political and instead have a positive impact, if anything, from delivering these streams to people, period. Because if there's one thing I've noticed, politics tear people apart. And that's because everybody wants to get divisive on what they think the world needs. And a lot of people are really arrogant and closed-minded these days. Please, open up your minds. Be more considering. Be more considerate and thoughtful rather than dogmatic. There's a reason that I'm very iconoclast when I play Warhammer 40k. I'm iconoclast because being dogmatic in that game often kills way more people than you actually need to kill. Being iconoclast and caring about the survival and greater benefit of humanity in the situation can sometimes misguide you too. But it's better than being heretical and sacrificing everybody around you to some psychotic gods that are basically going to turn you into a lunatic until you die and might resurrect you to do it again. And in my opinion, it's a more positive impact on the universe than purging everything in sight, even if some of the stuff that you would purge doesn't necessarily need it. I definitely am not afraid of a good purge, but the reality is that moderation is key. Balance in everything. Please, if you're struggling in your life, get help, take care of yourself. You are worth the effort of actually living and being appreciated. And if you're surrounded by influences that won't appreciate you, then go out of your way to find influences that will appreciate you, or people in your social group. Find a social group that appreciates you. Because if you can't get the people around you to appreciate you, then obviously they're not going to, and they're not worth wasting your time on. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I've been Savage Hound Dusk. Have a nice day.